Oh yeah, it's double organic.
Hey there, thanks for tuning in for another dose of vitamin D with me, Double Organic. I kind of covered one of the subjects in this video, in the previous video, which is basically training when injured and how you can prevent muscle atrophy and muscle strength loss in the injured side. And I also want to talk about, just in general, what causes people to get weak when they stop training. So basically, what causes people to get weak and how you can train when injured to prevent, getting weak, losing your gains, losing your progress. First, let's look at this graph. Basically shows the losses of strength from the first 20 days of not exercising. However, it's not muscle mass that you're losing, but rather the nervous innervation is not so potent. The nerves can't get as excited as they used to be able to. The neural strength, as we call it. So the good news is you haven't lost your gains yet. The bad news is the strength doesn't come back overnight either. So how do you prevent this? Well, first of all, if you're going to be stopping training for whatever reason, don't stop completely. Even like 1 day a week can help maintain. So if you're on vacation, you can take it a little easy, right? Here's a scenario, you injured yourself, so you gotta take a break. That's not the best plan. This is something I talked about in my last video, but I think it's a really interesting subject and it's worth talking about twice. What is cross education? Well, it's not when you get educated about what CrossFit is and then suddenly you're a CrossFitter. No, rather this is when you exercise one side of the body. For example, exercise your right arm when your left arm is broken, and the left arm will get a bit of a training effect. Not the same as if it was actually being exercised, but an effect no less, which is very important. For example, see this graph for the strength of the right versus the left limb when only one limb was trained. They're quite similar versus having a very big disparity. They're trained the other side. Somehow the nervous pathways go from one side to the other. Now, some information here about cross training. It works better in sedentary people versus active people, but it's no reason to not, cross train. If you're injured, if you're an active person and you break your arm, you're still gonna cross train. It's gonna be helpful. Also, imagination might play a role in this. Remember when in my other video where I presented a study where people who imagined that they were actually exercising for the same amount of time that people were actually exercising, they got not quite as strong, but nearly as strong. Imagination works wonders. You should try it. Also, it only works arm to arm, leg to leg. If you break both arms, you can't do leg extensions and squats and have a training effect on the arms. It only works, arm to arm, leg to leg. So there it is. A more in-depth explanation of cross-training than the other video. And what makes you get weak? It's initially a loss of neural strength. You lose the ability to get the nerves excited. So basically, when you start training in the beginning, you get really quick gains. That's neural strength. The first bit of strength, boom, is nerve. Then it tapers off, and then it's muscle strength. And then if you stop exercising, boom, you lose it really fast. You lose that neural strength. So it's the first to come and it's the first to go. It'll come back reasonably fast, but you don't want to be taking 2 weeks off. Do a couple workouts here and there, and you can really maintain a lot of your progress. So don't take time off. It's just gonna set you backwards. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Remember, get the 6 aspects of health every single day. Earth, air, fire, water, work. Put the work in. And of course, rest. Subscribe, let's walk the path of health together. Whoa, look at all those recipes. Those look tasty. Give me some of that.